I smell iron, dank fur and carrion breath. Dirt too, damp with blood. I try to lift my arm, but it won't move. I start to stand, but I falter. I end up crouched, my good hand braced in the frost and cooling blood, the same blood that coats my face, my arm and clothes. Across the creek, against a stark backdrop of trunks and drying undergrowth, a second beast prowls. She's massive, a creature between a bear and a dog that emerged after the upheaval, when so many strange beasts escaped the high halls. A savin. Her mate lies at my feet, 2 arrows in his barrel chest and my bow snapped beneath him. Not that I could draw the weapon anymore, even if it had been whole. Courage. I urge myself, but my head feels light and my senses dim. Late autumn branches clack overhead and the afternoon sky beyond is a thick, snowy grey. It can't kill you. This is why you're here. Fight. I rise, every muscle complaining as I unfold to my full height. I'm tall for a woman, even taller for an Engen, and I've complained 1,000 times that I look all but the largest men in the eye. But now I appreciate it. Now I value the breadth of my shoulders and the strength of my arms here in the wild, in the dirt and the blood. The beast shuffles. She's wary of me, but she still sees food and vengeance. She drops her head and stalks closer. 7 black claws punch through the thin ice and water rushes around her paw, washing my blood from matted grey fur. I pull my bone-handled knife from its sheath at my hip. Mud and grit grinds between my fingers as I turn it, angling the weapon out to one side. At a push of my will, it lengthens into a short spear, birch white with a handspan of deadly tip. The beast growls, low and deep. I feel it in my chest, even though we're 6 paces apart. Doubt claws up my spine and I start to tremble deep in my core. Perhaps she can kill me. Perhaps my father's blood spared me and in moments I'll follow my mother into death. I want that, I tell myself. The answer, the closure, the end to my uncertainty. But my body wants to run. It wants to push the sun back across the sky and talk myself out of my own recklessness. My village would have tried to dissuade me if they known my plans when I left. But I'd been too quick and too foolish, and all of them too trusting. I want more than to turn back time. I want to scrape the memory of my mother's pyre from my mind and claw out the fear that I will never follow her into death.